Multi-millionaire. Eckhart Tolle has sold more than 6 million books, topped the New York Times bestseller list, and is the first author ever to go into business with Oprah Winfrey. Now, you might have heard of his book called The Power of Now, but you've probably never heard of the Australian who guided and taught him. Here's Eckhart Tolle with Brian Seymour.
Are you thinking now, as you say this, are you thinking about what you're saying?
The words come out of stillness. So there's no preparation of what's going to be said next.
In between the words, there is nothing. There is no thinking. This is the power of now.
Ultimately, I think this is a type of madness.
Hello, Eckhart. I'm Brian. Nice to meet you. How are you feeling?
Oh, good. It's nice to be here.
At 61, German-born Canadian Eckhart Tolle is the world's best-selling spiritual author. His latest book, A New Earth, was #1 in 2008, while his first, The Power of Now, written 11 years ago, is today still at #10. And it's thanks in no small part to his Aussie mate, Barry.
I am open to the truth. And if only somebody would speak the truth to me.
I knew Barry Long when he lived in London. I went to some of his talks. I had talks with him. And yes, I loved his teaching very much.
That's where my great knowledge comes from. For I am already dead, long dead. I am Dr. Death is my name. I kill everybody in front of me, right? When they love God enough, I will change them.
When talking to him, I understood the importance of that state of being free of thinking.
Like Barry Long, who was a former Sydney newspaper editor, Tolle had an epiphany when he was 30. He abandoned his life of depression and anxiety to live on the street in a state of pure bliss.
And I thought it's wonderful. He was not only Australian, I think he was also a Leo, so, astrologically speaking. So these two together made him a very powerful teacher.
Barry Long died in 2003, and while his teachings live on, he's not in the same league as his one-time disciple, Eckhart Tolle.
This is the most exciting thing I've ever done, and presented by one of the most important books of our time.
When Oprah picked Tolle's new book for her wildly popular book club, sales went through the roof. And for the first time, Oprah went into business with one of her authors.
Welcome to A New Earth, Awakening to Your Life's Purpose, a worldwide web event.
Brought to you by Chevy.
How much money have you made since being discovered by Oprah?
I don't know, 3 million, whatever. But I can't tell you right now.
And what do you do with that money, Eckhart?
Well, at the moment, I don't do anything. There's the possibility of having a foundation at some point, of setting up a foundation.
A New Earth is sponsored in part by Nature-Made Liquid Soft Gel Vitamins, the newest way to fuel your greatness.
Nothing like this has ever been attempted before.
Oprah has become the priestess of a new religion.
Uniting Church minister and theologian David Milliken is wary of Tolle's unique partnership with Oprah and her multi-million-dollar empire.
It is really my deepest hope that our collective consciousness will begin to create a powerful transformation, not only in our individual lives, but in the future of our planet. So
she's using the power of her reputation and her extraordinary sort of media reach to actually say, this man is the Messiah. That's what she's saying.
And what does this quiet, seemingly unassuming man have to teach us all?
That who you are is not your personal history, is not your memories, is not your thoughts, but who you are is a timeless dimension in you, which we could call consciousness. You are just that timeless awareness. I wouldn't say seek happiness. I don't think that would get you there. Because
it's a consequence of seeking only to be in the moment.
Yes, and of course you don't even need to seek that, because you realize that you're already in the present moment. You only realize the power of now when you come to an inner alignment with the isness of this moment.
The message is not new. Stop thinking, just be in the now, in the moment. But be who? His parents, now passed away, never had a son named Eckhart. They named you Ulrich when you were born, is that right?
Yes, yes.
And why did you change it? You are not Eckhart Tolle, are you? You are Ulrich Tolle.
Oh no, I'm neither Eckhart nor Ulrich Tolle. They're just concepts.
Is this like a Big Mac? Not the most unique hamburger or the best hamburger, but the best selling and the most successful because it's the best marketed.
No, these are not the right questions. The only right question is whether when you open the book and you read it, whether there is an inner response.
You can explore your response at 5 seminars Eckhart is hosting in Australia and New Zealand, where you can discover the joy of being at $165 for 2 hours, or at a weekend retreat costing $1,000. Couldn't you make it $10?
Well, I talked to the organizer.
Wouldn't more people come?
It involves many, many people, an organisation of an event. It's not $1,000, I believe. It may be
$985.
Yeah.
I just again want to say thank you to every one of you for helping us to create this new earth.
And as with every well-marketed message, there's an urgent deadline.
It's happening now because if it doesn't happen, if there's no shift in the collective consciousness of humanity, humanity probably is not going to survive the next 100 years.
And Eckhart